The Onaway Community Federal Credit Union has had a long and fascinating history. Over the years, we've seen many changes. One thing that hasn't changed is the commitment to our community and its rich heritage. Hi, I'm Scott Pauley, President and CEO of the Onaway Community Federal Credit Union. Please join me now in taking a look at the history of our credit union that's led us to where we are today.
On October 26, 1951, our founding fathers met at St. Paul's Catholic Church to learn about how their community would benefit from having a credit union. Member-owned, lower fees, lower loan rates, higher dividends, and exceptional service. By the end of this meeting, the Onaway Community Federal Credit Union had been formed. It was to serve a 20-mile radius around St. Paul's Catholic Church. The forethought of our founding fathers and the continued insight of all members, including our board of directors, managers, and employees, have allowed us to grow and expand while still being able to offer quality financial services to all members. Our first treasurer's report reflected deposits of $1,634.25. Today, our credit union holds assets of over $80 million and is serving over 10,000 members. The Onaway Community Federal Credit Union took its first deposits and gave out its first loans in the living room of Mike O'Meara's house. Mr. O'Meara was the first CEO at the Onaway Community Federal Credit Union. Business hours were on Monday evenings from 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. The credit union switched locations and CEOs many times over the next few years, largely because the position was on a volunteer basis. CEOs included John Stoner, James Snodoy, Mac McLeod, and Louis Hoffmaster. Locations included St. Paul's Hall, Great Northern Drug, and the Old Tom's IGA building. Finally, in 1956, construction of the Onaway Community Federal Credit Union's first home commenced. It was located on the corner of First and State Streets, where Mr. Wayne McFall accepted the position as CEO. On October 17, 1977, Mr. Len Gaynor accepted the position as CEO of the Onaway Community Federal Credit Union. He led our credit union through many big changes over his 17-year tenure, with assets starting at $6 million and ending at around $31 million upon his retirement. 1978 marked the year of opening our first branch office, which was located in Indian River and shared with the Straits Area Federal Credit Union. Quickly thereafter, the credit union opened a Rogers City office in Airfix Plaza in the spring of 1979. The Onaway Community Federal Credit Union was growing fast, so an expansion was needed. On May 2, 1979, groundbreaking and construction commenced at 20855 Washington Avenue, which is now the current home of our main office in Onaway. Doors opened for our new spacious building on January 21, 1980. At the request of Wolverine residents and business owners in 1988, we opened our Wolverine branch next to the Wolverine Post Office. In 1993, a new Rogers City office was built at its current location, so members would have access to a night depository and a drive-through window. On November 1, 1994, Tom Peacock assumed the position of CEO at the Onaway Community Federal Credit Union. With our continued growth at our branches, we decided to build new branch offices in both Indian River and Wolverine during the spring of 1998. Then, in 1999, our growth made it necessary to add on to both the north and south wings of our main office in Onaway. In the spring of 2001, Scott Pauley of Rogers City accepted the position of CEO at the Onaway Community Federal Credit Union and continues to lead us today. Assets have grown from over $46 million to currently a little over $80 million. On September 19, 2011, the Onaway Community Federal Credit Union proudly opened the doors of its new lending center in Indian River. We owe our success to the loyalty and support of all of our members, together living the credit union motto of people helping people.
The history of our credit union has led us to be a successful, creative financial institution serving over 10,000 members here in northern Michigan. Our board has faced the challenge of future growth. One identification that we've had is to expand our field of membership to a larger geographic area. Currently, our field of membership is a 20-mile radius from here in Onaway. For over 10 years, we've looked at opportunities to grow that field of membership. In November of 2011, the National Credit Union Administration granted the Onaway Community Federal Credit Union the ability to serve the northern 8 counties of Lower Peninsula. That includes the counties of Presque, Montmorency, Sheboygan, Alpena, Otsego, Charlevoix, Antrim, and Emmett counties. With the expanded field of membership, our board realized that the current name was geographically restricted. The name that was considered, and we've decided on, is creative and has local meaning, and I think you'll enjoy the name. Please join me now in hearing from our board of directors and what they have to say about the new name.
With growth comes change, and since we are growing, our credit union needs a change. I am proud to say that our credit union is changing its name. The new name will be a better representation of the counties that we presently serve. What's even more exciting is that the new name preserves and awakens our rich heritage.
I feel confident that our new change is in the best interest of this credit union and our members. I've been a member of the credit union for over 43 years. And as board president, I can assure you that even though our name will change, our excellent service will remain the same. Every member will continue to receive the great services they've come to know and expect from this credit union. This is a new awakening for everyone involved.
I really like the new name. It's memorable and catchy. Once you hear it, you'll remember it. There's a lot of thought that went through the process to pick the new name and make it fresh and new for our community. But also in picking the new name, we wanted something to reawaken the passion of our Onaway history and heritage.
I love the fact that the heritage has been kept alive in our name. Both our past and our present have come together to preserve our future. Mr. Merritt Chandler named our town Onaway after an Ojibwa tribe maiden. Our great town is also mentioned in the song Hiawatha by Longfellow, which is titled Onaway, Awake, Beloved. Captures a desire for us to awaken our senses to nature. This describes us up here in northern Michigan. With that being said, the English translation of Onaway and the new name of your credit union is
October 15th, we will officially be known as Awaken Federal Credit Union. The new name Awaken was chosen to preserve our Onaway heritage and to better represent our membership. Onaway in Ojibwa means awake or awaken. To further accentuate the Onaway roots in our name, it was purposely spelled with an O-N. Not to mention, the spelling will also make our credit union that much more unique. All of the changes we've seen in this past year with the name change and the expansion of membership will open the doors to decades of growth opportunities for our credit union. Growth is essential for us to be able to compete in today's financial environment. We have many new exciting things to look forward to with Awaken.